the American dream no be something you can achieve just overnight. It takes time, resilience, then energy to do it. And one of the key things is your side hustle. Trust me, side hustle is the main goal to the American dream. Today I have here somebody who has been doing a side hustle for more than 8 years, which is even worth more than the main job, Charlie, we they do here. Trust me, this boy has all the tricks comes to side hustle. Welcome to my show. Charlie, welcome to Abefa.
Oh.
Tell me, hey, now Uber and Juan Amoy come and say,
No, Misty, no.
Now, Charlie, tell me, like, how long have you been driving Uber?
My name is Kobile Japon Pinto.
Okay.
First, let me give thanks to my best friend, Godfred. I used to call him Goddy.
Okay.
He's the one who introduced me to Uber.
Wow.
Yeah, he's one of my best friends. Like, he started Uber before me, and he was like,
nice.
Why don't you drive Uber? You know, we all do 9 to 5. You have our normal 9 to 5 we do.
Yeah.
It was like, being home during weekends, if you're on your shit, like watch TV, like playing PlayStation or Xbox doesn't offer you money, Like,
Yeah.
We Uber Saturday on the side that when you're crowd, when you be a share one, but you not talk gas for the weekend. So he introduced me to Uber. It's a good thing.
Charlie, you perceive your titty, because Uber and see say the full time, we don't see as part time. But you perceive is this something worth full time or if you say Sikano and Malcolm some benefit in your woman and mouth feeling like say, yo, I want to pick this shit as full time.
So let me break it down. When we come and a COVID hit here.
Okay.
COVID hit here. So probably it wasn't a good market around that time. Yeah, go to me call like normally we say about 6, 7, 8 hours you could make your gig go be a one here person the fee. Some people program was you want to make Uber, my person they 400 fee, but some they come 200. It depends on the time now we go so now how much be for we single to the car call. On target it was 500. On from about 4 o'clock call no. About 6 to 500 depending on the type of car you use. You will explain the type of cars you use for Uber which one depending. I'll show you which market like state be and then the Uber up and down. State go Uber and the core form and certain months. Some state go a dream the whole year. I'll show you where you should look at.
Highlighting on send our cars in there, I want to chip it. How many hours do you do in a day? Like are you required to do in a day?
Uber gives you 12 hours. As I said, Ubia 12 hours a day. Uber left they give you 12 hours to drive. As it depends on who you pan one day. You go on a one day to do the 12 hours. You go on which my about 6 hours. You go on back here. I've met a lot of Uber drivers say I know I bon kuma ya so boss you me just me one me day. But we want to target 200 a day. To 200 will be. The boy kuma have one we had 5 hours and 200 upon. On 3 months or 12 hours. We also had a full-time job. You get 12 hours. 1 12 hours and about 400 or 500 depending on the car how you use it.
What is the hardest part of doing Uber? First idea already have my Jumani thing.
Uber knows first of all, Uber is also hospitality businesses. If you hear someone who understands the job of hospitality, how to deal with people impatience, you get it. So when you have to like for hospitality, how you are moving people, how to deal with customers, talking, like when you're patient, you are first of all you're dealing with numbers of people around. I say when you go from all over the world, you're gonna meet a lot of people who don't have patience. As I say, you have to be able to swallow your ego, hide yourself from them. To be can't cry and it offend you, I just show up a smiling face and let it go. Because when I go from point A to point B, if you come on the review, when you say nothing, when passengers say
okay, before I buy baby says Casem Kaka, fancy my bar America for fraud. Fancy I'm paying Uber full. Miniska me record the car near the. Do you think that there are incentives in Yama or multi like to give drivers a car to use in this and
okay. Uber now is they run with the driving the American driving system database.
Okay.
If you answer about driving Uber now, you should have like almost like a year and a half driving experience in America.
Okay.
Because Uber has an insurance of $1 million for any accident, which will be shared among Uber. You say, what will be quick? So we need 1 year experience in the US system. They're not going to give it to you because imagine someone your company owner.
Yeah.
Now, what for be? we do never got any experience. To say, I say, see, I will do $1 million and we will be always experience with Kunima, we pick out Kunima. So if I couldn't pick out Kunima, I would give money man, I go to you know, if you got about for I want to talk on that one separate. Like, if you got but I want to take that one as a whole topic and explain to people.
That makes sense.
Okay. But if you got about for don't target Uber. Okay. I want to teach people if you're coming from Ghana, like, what you should do, you might also what they buy. Who here capital to start up. That one I want to talk. Maybe I end of the video. I will educate people on that one.
Okay, sounds good. It'll be a question one just to tip in so quickly. To say, who driving now, maintenance of the car, and you be no taxes near, you know. Is it something you want out to your car and want to be maintenance and now Uber take care of it?
So okay, let me target with the cars for Uber. Okay, Uber your platforms be your Uber Black.
Okay.
Uber, normal Uber. So Uber starts with Uber X. This is the Uber Share band. The basic one is Uber Share, Uber X, Uber XL, Uber XXL, and Uber Black, which is the luxury level. So, you know, I said, normally, you will talk car for Uber. People depend on maybe Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, but mostly it's Toyota and the Honda which runs runs Uber. For example, so we use Toyota. In terms of maintenance, it's cheap wise. But we don't spend much on maintenance. Mostly it's oil change, tire rotation. But what they do is oil change and tire rotation. Because oil change every month or two, you have to do an oil change on the car. And you're gonna crap mileage very quick. But you have to car of 0 miles today. I never like within a month you want to buy 5,000 miles to go so. Yeah. Because you're working, you're moving from point A to point B. And if you wanna make money in Uber, you don't target a particular area. You have to move throughout the whole region. If I say, yeah, all Massachusetts say, if I'm driving Uber and I'm in Boston, I'm not only in the city of Boston. Sometimes it could be in certain part of Boston. You know, I'm roaming around because making money as an Uber driver doesn't station you at one place. You spread you around the whole of the city.
Based on what kind of app, you know, saying your Uber X, your Uber Luxury near them. Do you think that there's a trick, maybe woman, you can do? Because I've heard from people who to me Uber or baby the same X luxury but they don't make the same hours but only enough money compared to be or war baby. What is it a trick? Is it the environment? Is it the almost can be peak time? Like what makes the be making more money?
Once I say Obi Musha say 4 o'clock, Obi Musha say noon time.
Yeah.
Obi Musha say late night. Let me use Boston because it's Massachusetts. Let me use Boston. Okay. Boston has an up and down fall, as I say. Boston early morning could be like 4 o'clock to maybe 10 o'clock. That is their peak time.
Yeah.
Obi are going to Obi are parent, Obi are per car, Uber buses are break down, the train is not working. Yeah. That's the peak time. Until 7 a Monday morning, rush hour Boston. Someone can make 200 or 300 in that morning, depending on the type of car. That's what I'm saying, depending on the type of car. We will use a fancy Toyota Highlander, which is a 7-seater, or let's say Lexus TX. Yeah. The bigger cars, any 7-seater car.
Yeah.
Because companies, you have people who are coming for conference in Boston, people who are tourists, people who are coming from the airport, into who moving in. So imagine, say, like you have 3 platforms, which is the Uber X, Uber Comfort, and Uber XL, which are the most 3 platforms. People may have more than 3, who have Uber Black, which is 4 platforms. Okay. It will be over as Uber Black, Uber X, Uber XL, and Uber Comfort, which is the 4 platforms, can make 400, 200, maybe a shorter time because of the people he's picking up. Let me give you a particular example. I had one guy at the airport, we were talking. From Logan Airport to like Cambridge was like a normal Uber S would be charging you like let's say $30. Like the driver will get a $30. Apart from breaking down how much they charge the one who requested a ride and what the driver received, I'll break that one for you to tell you how much Uber takes and how much the driver gets. So Uber Black got it for $80. The driver was receiving $80 for the ride from Logan Airport to Cambridge. Okay. When another Uber driver to also receive the same ride, but it's a different person, from Boston Logan Airport to Cambridge, he was getting like $30. But Uber Black was getting like $80. Why Uber Black? Uber Black is supposed as a luxury. It's like a celebrity type of ride when it comes to like Uber system. Yeah, because it's first the car needs to be black in color, tinted, black seats. Everything in the car should be black.
All this
because You are
privacy
driving
or
like it's a celebrity type, so they want the car. If it's a car like, it should be all black. So,
Yeah.
so if someone is telling you, the person doesn't know.
So
Because
Uber black,
cars-
you can have like white.
No.
Okay.
You know the common cars in America is black. Black is
shit.
one of the best common cars in America.
Okay.
You see, you just look at all the presidential cars; they are all black. They are black for a purpose.
So that's the logic behind being all black.
Yeah,
Okay,
because it serves as like you can mix it with every car, so one can identify it. That's why it's called Uber Black. Because black tinted, everything is black. You can just look at the Secret Service. What cars do they drive? They drive black cars.
Yeah.
So that's one reason why it's Uber Black, and it's more expensive because it's luxury. You're getting the luxury service because you are taking, let's say, S-Class. S-Class come to pick you at the airport. Are you expecting to pay the S-Class driver for $30? You are getting a massaging seat. You are getting a heating seat. You get it? That's why it's called Uber Black, like luxury level. You sit in, they have water for you. You are feel like you are in a luxury kind of service.
There's a particular question almost everybody's asking, and I want to chip in with it. In a day, how much do Uber, like how much do you make? Because people are comparing. Is this something that it worked full time? Because the Binum said the pay is more than even doing 9 to 5 job.
So I will not tell anybody to quit their 9 to 5 job and do Uber as a full time. Okay. Uber has it up and down for. That's why I said, like, there are some states you can quit your job and do it full time. There are some states you can't quit your job and do it as a full time. Reason because, let me give you an example. On the week of 4th of July in Massachusetts, 4th of July, that whole week of 4th of July, the city goes dead. When I say the city goes dead, people leave the city to go to another state to enjoy themselves. So if you're an Uber driver, let's say if you drive on a normal day, you could make like 300, 400 a day, depending on the car you're using. So on that week of 4th of July, there's no one in the city. Everybody's working from home. No one. Who are you picking up? You're losing money. You get it? And if it is your full-time job, you have to factor a lot of stuff in. You have to factor your own health insurance. You get it? You have to factor, like, if I don't go to work today, I can't pay my rent. So always, you don't have to quit your full-time job to go do Uber. Some people have quit their full-time job doing Uber. I don't have a problem with them. But for you to quit your full-time job and start doing Uber as a full-time, factor your own life in and say, hey, if I don't go to Uber today, or if I don't go to Uber for a full day, a week or a month, how can I survive? You can make 4K a month out of Uber. 4 to 6K you can make it. But can you put in that 12 hours people are putting in every day to drive for Uber?
Wow, that's a lot. 12 hours a day, making clock like 6K, and compared to like 8 hours work. That's another thing.
But you are doing 12 hours a day. But the question is, when the car breaks down, it goes to the shop.
It holds you.
It also goes to
if you don't have a substitute car to use as that makes sense.
And some people also tell you, oh, go rent a car. Renting a car for Uber is when you have an emergency that you rent it. But renting a car for Uber as a full time is no good. The average amount they pay for renting a car for Uber is around $250. Okay. I'm gonna break this thing for you down. Let's say you go take a car loan for your car for Uber. How much, like an average car loan in America right now, depending on your credit score, depending on the bank's interest rate and everything. Let's say your credit score is like around 670 or 680. The banks give you maybe an interest rate of maybe just 9% or 8% for the car you're going for. Let's say the car is worth around like $35,000 or $36,000. After taxes and everything was $36,000. Okay. Let's say you spread the amount for maybe 72 months or 60 months, depending on how your strength can be. Let's say your car monthly payment is around like 600 or 670 a month, plus insurance, depending on your driving habits and everything. Let's say $200, $800 a month, which goes into your car for your insurance and your financing. Okay. $800. You can raise that one within like the whole month. Let's say every month divide 800 by 4. Which is like 200. Okay, 200 every week. You can put 200 every week on the side to pay your car insurance and your car financing. Let's go to renting. Let's say it is $250. You go to Hecht. $250. Let's say they'll give you a Toyota Camry for $250 every week. That's the money need to come out from your Uber. Whether you go to work or you don't go to work, you get a raise $250. That $250 is for the car. Now they're going to charge you insurance. Which could be like ranging from 60 to 70 depending on type of car. So you just add insurance to it, making it like, let's say 300 and something. 300 times 4, 1,200. That 1,200 could have gone into your car loan, like $200 extra, making $1,000 to cut off like the 60-month grace period went for. It's going to cut it out. You know? With Uber, you can pay your car within 2 years. Let me tell you how. Only if you have your 9 to 5 job on the side and you're not doing Uber full time. Let's say you go on Friday night. Let's say you have 9 to 5. Maybe you close at 5 o'clock from your office. 5. Maybe you take a break. Let me go eat. Maybe strengthen myself. I'm going to come from the office. Let me just freshen up, pour some water on me. So let's say you come in at 7 p.m. From 7 p.m. to like 2 a.m. where the city dies at 2 a.m. in Boston, you can make like $200. Okay. Only if you are focused and you're like, hey, I don't have time to play. I came in from 7 to 2 a.m. I need to make this kind of bread. You are in. Okay. You can even make more than that, depending on how serious you are. Sometimes you have to be strategic. You don't have to pick places you don't want to go. You know, some people are crazy about long rides. Some people want to go for long rides. Like if you are in from 7 to 2, you want to make that amount of money. You get a cut off long rides. You gotta do short ride in the city to make your money very fast. And it's a very good game. Let me put this. It's a very good game. You can make your money with that 2 years. Let's say from Friday to maybe Sunday, you're making like $800. That's on the side. That could be the whole car payment and insurance paid. Yeah. We have 4 weeks in a month. So okay. So 8 times 4, which is 32, 3,200. Okay. Okay. So let's say 32. You can just put 2,000 into your car, and now you are going.
Roy is giving us a trick. So with all this being said, what advice do you give? Like you want to give people want to do Uber, like on a side gig, full time, like somebody's new. I know I've asked along the. What's advice? Do you think it's worth doing it?
Oh, it's worth doing it. It's a very good. That's what I'm saying. It's more hospitality business. You gotta be friendly with people. You gotta like to laugh. If you're someone who is jovial, sometimes you know when you're talking about try to crack jokes. You know, let me tell you something. I got a tip for just giving someone an advice. I love cars. You know, if you're an Uber driver, first of all, you gotta know what you like and just bring it on the table. Yeah. People will love you. So I had a ride from somewhere in, I'll say Somerville to Natick. That time it was during COVID time, so the person was going to take it to COVID shot. Like, so he was like, oh, he's into buying car. He wanted to buy a new car. And the particular car he was going to buy, I always read about new cars and their issues and stuff. So he was like, yeah, he's into going to buy this type of car, and he's like a little bit hepsical, like he doesn't know what to do. Okay. So I was like, oh yeah, this car, I've heard about it. He has a lot of issue about transmission, and I've even driven one to like for a vacation trip, which we were climbing the hill. The car wasn't able to perform. So to me, it's not a good car. Like you don't have to get it. Go get something which is more reliable. You know, that was my passion. Like that's how I spoke to the person, and the person loved how I educated him. You know, with Uber, just know how to talk to people. You know, if you could be a salesman and be an Uber driver, I tell you, you could still make your sales. You know, some people sell insurance. They are Uber drivers. They talk to people, try to educate them. By the time they finish, they have won someone into like it's buying the insurance package. You know, Uber is not about just driving. Okay, it's about meeting people
and then the passion you have for it.
Yeah. So in case you have a job which is like into sales, marketing, and stuff, you can use Uber to reach a lot of audience. You know,
so it's a good channel for you to reach out.
Yeah, you could be a TikTok guy. You could just put a tablet at the back of your car, just show your content to people. You know, people will love what you do.
Great advice. So have you faced any critical, like we watch videos, we've seen people being attacked, hurt for all this long? Have you met any like critical situation where you feel like, no, it's dangerous doing Uber, especially in America? Here we hear all this war about.
So that's what I'm saying. Like when you're driving Uber, every state differs from every state. I'm in Boston, and I'll tell you that when I'm driving in Boston, I have places I will not go at a certain time. Let's say I mostly do night shift on like 31st night, Valentine. Those are the busy nights, but those nights will last up to 2 a.m. That's what I'm saying. There are some regions in Boston I will not go. Some towns in Boston I will not go at a specific time. They say after 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. you take me to some places because I see your details. Like they say, oh, they'll not say Mustafa has rather the right. They'll say, okay, pick. So they'll just say picking from point A to point B. Let's say, let me give you an example. Okay, you're picking from Commonwealth Avenue to maybe this town. Okay, I don't want to mention towns on the to a certain town. So to me, maybe I know this town has a little bit of violence and stuff.
Yeah.
It's 9 p.m. I don't want to go there. You get it?
But don't you get penalized
Oh,
for
I
not
get penalized. Like
from Uber not
I
picking
do.
it? Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
But like, you know, you do it based on your safety. You don't look at the penalized like it's gonna go back again. It's like Uber's
At least
penalized.
that answers my question there. You don't care about Uber personal.
Yeah.
Okay.
First of all, you gotta look at yourself. Like, hey, I'm going to this area. Is it safe for me? Yeah, I don't want to go.
Okay.
You get it? Yeah.
Okay, Charlie, thank you so much for coming to the show.
Yeah.
Still, these shows remain ever far. In America, Charlie, we are glad to have you here. Charlie is an expert. He's been doing Uber for too long. Trust me, the lifestyle is good. Achieving the American dream is about this. It's not only just waking up 9 to 5. No, that shit doesn't really work sometimes. And we expect to see you more.
Yeah.
Charlie, thanks for your contribution.
Okay.